Do you know food inspires children? As a matter of fact, I didn't know how greatly inspired a child could be until I made this soup. Listen to what my child had to say. Mama, delicious. Mama, that's okay, please. Let me be. Thank you. Mama, oh. Mama, oh. Mama, oh. Mama, oh. Mama, oh. Mama, oh. Mama, thank you. Kitty mama. Ah. Uh-uh. God, no. God bless you. Amen. God bless you. Amen. Amen. Thank you. You must be very hungry, Mama. I'll be so very, very proud of you. You're proud of me? Yeah. I will take you to friendship, but you must play with me. That egusi soup right there got me all the accolades that you just heard me receive. But first, before I show you how to make the egusi soup, let's get the easy part done first. And that is making eba. To make eba, it's very easy. All you need to do is to boil some water. When the water starts boiling, you turn down the heat to the lowest and you begin to add gari, just like you see me do. You add gari, you mix the gari very well with the hot water, and you continue to do this until you get that texture and consistency that you prefer. Now, this is not the conventional method for making eba. Usually, to make conventional eba, when the water starts boiling, you take the water off the cooker and then you make your eba. But I realized that when I make my eba with this method, it gives me a more put together eba that has a little bit of elasticity in it, and that is just how I love my eba. So I decided to adopt this method when I'm making my eba. As I continue with this video, I like to say don't forget to like this video, leave your comment, share this video, and subscribe to my channel, please. Thank you. Also, I'll be sharing with you how I made that egusi soup that you see beside the pot of eba. So ensure that you continue to watch this video, because why not if not? This is what my eba looks like. You can see that it's soft, it's well put together, and I'll put this aside and start with the egusi soup video. First, I'll be detaching these leaves from the hard parts. Now you're wondering, okay, this is not a this is not a conventional leaf that we use for our cooking in Nigeria. That's true. When cooking Nigerian soups and stews, we don't use fresh grains. But sometimes when you find yourself in a new country, you have to adapt. And this is what I'm using. This is what the pack looks like. It's called fresh grains. And trust me, when you try this recipe, you will be stuck to making your egusi soup with fresh greens, because it brings out this unique, lovely, and delicious taste which you would love to continue to enjoy. At least you heard my baby and hail me and give me so much accolade. Yes, that's because she's tasted it, she loves it, and she always wants me to make it for her. So what I'm doing is I'm simply removing that hard part in the leaf. You will notice that this leaf looks very, very different from our vegetables in Nigeria, the vegetables we use for our soups and stews. Yes, so it's just a personal thing, it's a personal option. I like to remove the hard part of the leaf before I slice, and I don't use the hard part to cook. But you can try to cook with the hard part. If it's something you like, then we don't have to remove it. I just do this as it's a personal opinion, it's a personal thing. So that's why I do it. It has nothing to do with anything. Okay. Now, as I continue with this video, I like to introduce myself. I'm the online cook, and on this cooking channel, if you are interested in learning how to cook African food, or you want to know how to get better in cooking, you are in the right place, because I have so many recipes to inspire you. Now, you see this part, I would not be removing the middle. Why? Because it is soft. Now, you see me touching it, and yes, it is very soft. It's time to cut the leaves into big chunks. You don't really have to bother yourself with slicing into small, sizes like we often do in Nigeria. Why? Because as you may have noticed on the wrapper, it says mild and tender. So the leaves are not so hard, and you don't have to really cook the leaves, or. And the thing is, once you put the leaves in your soup, In no time, it mixes very well with the soup, so you don't have to bother about the leaves still being hard, and all of that. No. What I'm simply doing is arranging the leaves in one hand, and then with the other hand, I'll pick up my knife and slice up the leaves very, very well in big chunks anyway. But you can also cut it in whatever size that you prefer. Remember, cooking is about exploring what works for you. At least that's what I do. That's how I love to cook my meals. I just explore what works for me. And regarding how to make Nigerian egusi soup in the United Kingdom, I explored this option and I loved it. And that is why I am sharing this amazing egusi soup recipe with you. Also, another reason why you should follow me, why you should subscribe to this channel is because I post amazing recipes that you will love. Yes, amazing, easy recipes. I try my best to make my recipes as easy and as straightforward as possible because I believe nobody wants to spend the whole day in the kitchen. Now that I'm done with the vegetables part, this is the egusi that I will be using. And if you would like to also buy the egusi in the UK, I'm going to leave the link to the website in the description box. This is not an advert. This is just me trying to make things easy for you. I added my egusi in my blender, some onions, scotch bonnet pepper, cayenne pepper, bell pepper, water. I'd also be adding tomatoes. Tomatoes are completely optional, but I like the taste it gives to my egusi soup. Now it's time to blend, blend, blend. Okay, so now that I'm done blending my egusi, it's time to clean my vegetables. Yes, I know the vegetables came in a pack, but that doesn't stop you from cleaning the vegetables. So just try to clean your vegetables. And honestly, the vegetables were not dirty. As you can see, the water is clear, but I just like to clean vegetables. Also, when you clean your vegetables, always put them in a basket to drain out the excess water so that you don't have a watery soup. Because if you don't do this, the water from cleaning the vegetable will get into your soup. Now it's time to clean my turkey. So for this recipe, you can actually use any protein of your choice. Yes, I'm using turkey because it's what I want to use. You can use chicken, you can use beef, you can use any type of fish. Just make sure you clean them properly before you put them in your soup. Remember, cleanliness is next to godliness, and we have to be very careful with whatever we put in our body because health is wealth. Now I'm cleaning again the second time because you would notice that the water was very red during the first cleaning. So yes, I'm cleaning again the second time. And while I continue with this video, I need to ask a question. This question is completely unrelated to cooking. Why is it that people find it hard to treat other people the way they want to be treated? I mean, just think about it. I'm going to be talking about this more, but first, let's boil the turkey. I'll pour my turkey into my pot and then I'll add the condiments that I'll be using to season my turkey properly. I'll add some sliced onions. Onions is very, very necessary. And then I'll go in to add the other ingredients like bay leaf, curry, thyme, ginger powder, white pepper, salt, and seasoning cube. I'm going to be pouring all of this into my pot of turkey. And I'll be cooking my turkey for about 10 to 15 minutes. Yes, I like my food properly cooked. Yes, and you may be wondering, okay, 15 minutes or 10 minutes, that may be not enough to cook turkey. I'm going to explain as I continue. But first, let me add some water. I'll mix this up very, very well to ensure that everything is properly mixed because that is also important. Then I'll cover my pot of turkey and I will cook for 10 minutes. So here is the reason why I'm cooking for 10 minutes. After cooking, I'm still going to be frying the turkey. Yes. So if you're not going to be frying your turkey, then I would advise perhaps you cook your turkey for about 15 more minutes. 15 minutes instead of I will be cooking this for 10 minutes. But if you're not going to be frying your turkey, then perhaps you need to cook it for 15 minutes. But if you're going to be frying, then cook for 10. Why? Because the frying process is also a type of cooking process, okay? Which means that the oil will still go further in cooking the turkey, and I'll still put the turkey inside my egusi soup to cook properly, to get the egusi soup to incorporate properly into my turkey and make it all nice and yummy. So the point I'm trying to make is I try to adjust my cooking time to ensure that my turkey is not overcooked to the point that it scatters in my soup, and also to try to make sure that the turkey is not undercooked to the point that when I bite into it, I actually feel that, oh, this is not properly cooked. It's just trying to maintain the balance. Now I'm done frying my turkey, and it's time to take out my turkey from the hot oil. As I continue with this video, like I'd always say, don't forget to like this video, leave your comment, and share this video. Oh, subscribe, please. Now I'd add some palm oil into my pot, and it's time to cook the egusi soup. After adding my palm oil, I'll allow it to heat up briefly, and then I'll add my blended egusi. I'm going to be adding this gently because I don't want the hot oil to splash on me. I'm trying to be very, very, very careful here. That's why I was a little bit gentle with adding the egusi into the hot oil. I'll mix this up very well. And by the way, if you're interested in where you can get good palm oil in the UK, I'll also leave the link in the description box. Let's help one another, right? Now it's time to add my turkey stock. This is the stock I got from boiling the turkey. Always keep your chicken stock, your turkey stock, your meat stock. This adds lovely flavor to your soups. I mean, until you begin to try it, hmm, you would not believe what you are missing. The level of flavor you are missing in your soups by not adding your stock. By stock, Yorubas call it omieron. Yes, the water you get, the water I get from cooking. Anyway, I'll be adding my seasoning as well to this, and I think this is three, and then a little bit of salt to the mixture, and then I'll mix this up very, 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 very well. So after mixing, I'm going to cover the pot, and then I'll cook the egusi for 10 minutes. Yes, I'll have to pre-cook the egusi first. After 10 minutes, this is what my egusi soup looks like. The soup is not properly cooked yet to like the properly cooked standard, but we're getting there. And I'm mixing because egusi has this penchant of settling at the bottom of the pot. So you need to mix. And then after mixing, you add your protein of choice just like this. What you saw me do, I know you saw my hand move to the side. Yes, I had to turn down the heat. So here is the thing. When you're cooking and you need to put something else in the soup or you need to mix the soup, I would advise that you turn the heat down immediately. This will stop the soup from splashing all over you. You don't want hot liquid splashing all over you. So just turn the heat down to the lowest. Do whatever you want to do. Mix the soup, add the protein you want to add, and then after doing all of that, you turn the heat back up and then you cover the pot. This way, it saves you from having to run away from hot splashes. We all really don't want that in 2024. Now I just turned it back up and then I cooked. This is my egusi soup after 10 more minutes. As it is, egusi soup is ready. Like you can eat it with any swallow of your choice. But remember, I have to add my vegetables because this recipe is on how to cook egusi soup with fresh grains. So I have to add my vegetables. And yes, you have to add your vegetables when your egusi soup is properly cooked to help you from overcooking your vegetables. After adding the vegetables, I covered and then I cooked for 3 to 4 minutes. It's that simple, not long at all. 3 to 4 minutes, and let me show you what my vegetables look like. I know earlier the vegetables looked so much and plenty for the soup, but take a look at how much it has reduced to. It's just time to mix very, very well and turn down the heat before mixing, just like I did. If not, you just don't want to have it, really. You don't want to have anything hot splashing all over you. As I continue with this video, I mean, this video is almost getting to the end, and I'd like to say thank you for watching this video. I mean, it's so nice to have you listen to me. It's so nice to have you, spend your time on my channel watching my recipes. And oh God, it feels lovely knowing that you may one day try one of my recipes, and perhaps one day you come here and leave a comment and tell me, oh, I tried your recipe and I really, really loved it. Also, I need to say that you can go to my blog, theonlinecook.com, for the exact measurements of all the ingredients I used for this soup. Now my egusi soup is ready. But I just covered to cook for about 1 minute. And this is what my egusi soup looks like after cooking it for about 1 minute. Tell me you don't feel like eating this, eh? Tell me you will not hail me like my child hailed me at the sight of this soup. Come on. Remember, good food should be enjoyed always. Till next time.